Bueno, chavales, pues en un podcast reciente su manager Satoshi Shooter explicó cómo Andrew Tate predijo cómo será la sociedad en 2023 y me parece muy interesante. Bien, pues en un podcast reciente de Satoshi Shooter ha explicado cómo Andrew Tate predijo cómo existiría la sociedad y eso fue en 2018, lo cual es muy interesante. Pero bueno, dejad un like al vídeo, suscribiros con notificaciones para las últimas actualizaciones y echad un vistazo al clip.
Andrew started to share his view of the world. And one of the things that he said, which actually ties into what we were talking about just then, was what's happening now in the West, and again, this is 5 years ago, is the way a man and a woman interact is being interfered with by leftist wokeism. When you interrupt the natural way man and women interact, so traditional gender roles, man protects, provides, women cares, the traditional stuff.
Takes care of the children,
exactly.
rears the household.
Then you interrupt the way families are built. When you interrupt the way families are built, you interrupt the way children are raised.
Yep.
When you interrupt the way, these things are carried out, at the macro level, that interrupts the whole society.
Yep.
And then that's where their sort of catchline, failed society, came from. You remember they used to say it all the time,
Yeah,
failed society. Now we see it happening.
Yeah.
At that point, 5 years ago, I turned and I said to Andrew, your message is very important. The world needs to hear this. I'll do whatever I can, with my network, my capabilities, to help spread that message. And at that moment, that's when we sort of became a bit of an informal team, and that I was bringing the value that I could. And he obviously, his message has now blown up and now gone global.
Yeah,
But
5 years ago.
Yeah, 5 years ago, when no one knew who he was, I saw that potential and said, all right, this is real, this is important. I'll do whatever I can to support that.
Yeah.
So that's our origin story, so to speak. From there, we spent a lot of time together. Before they were so big that people were coming to the house, they used to stay and live in my house. I've lived in their house in Romania for months on end. They've been in my place for months. I've visited their place in Romania numerous times. We've traveled all over together, and I've been on the jets, I've been on the yachts, I've been around the guys, I've been with him in restaurants, I've seen the women in his orbit, I've seen every single interaction that he does for literally hundreds and hundreds of days. And this is why I take a little bit of an issue with all of these journalists, these people doing documentaries, these independent journalists who are making assumptions about Tate and using often very subpar investigative abilities. I'm a professionally trained investigator, I've been doing it for a long time.